Welcome to SUNY New Paltz CAD Resources. This channel will hopefully help you learn the Rhino 3D software and complete the weekly homework assignments for CAD 1. Let's get started. So I thought it would be helpful to review precision modeling a little bit. We're going to go through this exercise here. So let's start out with this small circle right here with the diameter of 0.63 millimeters. So I'm going to go to my circle command. And the first thing I'm going to do is type 0 into the command line to put the circle at the origin. And we need to be in diameter mode, so I'm going to go and click diameter mode. Now type 0.63 into the command line. After that, I'm going to do this outer circle, and that has a radius of 0.81. So again, I'm going to type 0 into the first part of the circle command, and then we're going to go to radius mode. We're going to type in 0.81 millimeters. To make this line down here with a distance of 6 millimeters, I'm going to start at the quad snap on the bottom of the circle. And I'm going to type 6 into the command line. We can place this at any angle, but we want to make sure that we're placing it parallel to the x-axis. So to do that, we're going to use the Ortho snap modeling aid. And we do that by holding down Shift, and that will snap it to the ortho angle that we've set. Currently I have it set to 15. So you can see we get increments of 15 degrees, but we want to do it basically 180 degrees, a flat line. So we're just going to click there. And there's different ways you could get this circle shape to the other part of the line. I'm just going to select these two by clicking and dragging with the left mouse button. And I'm going to type copy. The copy command first asks you for a point to copy from, and I'm going to select the quad snap and also the end snap of the line, and then we drag that over to the end snap at the other end of the line. Press enter. Now we've got both the circles there. You can do the same thing to duplicate this line here. You can press enter to re-enter the copy command, and then you can go up here and move it to the other quad snap and press enter. In order to work on this geometry here, we need to create what I would call construction geometry. Create another circle centered on the origin with a radius of 3.88. Now that circle won't stay there, but it will help us construct the rest of the geometry. Next, we have to place this circle here, and that's indicated by the center mark. We can see that this is centered on the circle 3.88 millimeters away from the origin, but it's 30 degrees from perpendicular. So we can do that by drawing a line, starting at the origin, type in 0, and if we drag this line up here, we can hold Shift to snap to ortho, and because we've got the ortho angle set at 15, we just drag it down once, twice, and that's 30 degrees away from the y-axis. At this intersection point here, that's where we're going to put our smaller circle. We also have this line here, so I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to start at the origin, and I'm going to drag this line out here, hold Shift to snap to ortho. So we're at basically 0 degrees here, and then 15 degrees up. That's going to be our other line. So we have to make these two circles that are centered at those intersection points. We just make sure int snap is on for intersection. And then the diameter of these is going to be 0.5. So we can press enter to just repeat the command. It will remember the 0.5 diameter from last time. Next, we want to create these larger circles that make up this shape. So we're going to go back to the circle command, and we're going to center it on this intersection, and we've got to go to radius mode, 0.75. What we can do now is we can use the offset command to create the outlines of this curved geometry here. If the radius here is 0.75, that's also going to be what our offset is, because that's just the distance between the center point and the end point. So we're going to set our offset distance to 0.75, and then we can select this curve. You'll see if you drag to one side of the curve or the other, we get those lines. We can also press both sides, and that will just create those curves for us. Now we also have to do this smaller shape here. So I'm going to do offset again. And I'm going to offset this middle curve here. And our distance there, because this smaller circle has a diameter of 0.5, we want to do half of that so it goes evenly to both sides. So we're going to set a distance of 0.25, and then again we can hit both sides. Now this looks like kind of a mess, but that's where CurveBoolean comes in. So let's just keep it simple. Let's not try to do everything at once. I'm just going to select these curves, and then these, and then we just have to click inside the regions we want to keep. So I'm going to click here, 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 and here, and then here and here. And then we want to make sure delete input is in all, and then we press enter. Next, we've got to deal with this geometry on the inside. So we're going to press enter and do CurveBoolean again. I'm going to select this one, this one, this one, and this one. And zoom in a little bit. We can click inside here, here, and here. And that's looking pretty good. We can delete these lines because we don't need them for the final shape. And we just want to make sure that all of our curves are joined. CurveBoolean does that for us, which is great. But now we have to do a fillet here and here. So the first fillet has a radius of 1.5 millimeters. So we're going to select the first curve and select the second curve. Now that's done, we can do the other fillet, radius 0.75. And we want to select the first curve and the second curve.